Chanel debuted its famous wallet-on-chain in 1997, making it one of the first wallet-on-chain bags on the market. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag fast became another one of the most iconic Chanel bags ever made, and a true classic. When making that first step into the Chanel fashion house, getting the iconic Chanel wallet-on-chain is definitely a great place to start. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag features the same luxurious craftsmanship, standards, and attention to detail typical of Chanel bags. The Chanel wallet-on-chain also features many of the Chanel house codes, like the signature interlocking CC on the stud button closure mechanism, the signature diamond or chevron quilting pattern, the interwoven leather and metal chain strap, the Mona Lisa smile exterior back pocket, and the embroidered CC logo on the inside. The original Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is a roomy wallet-on-chain that features the press stud snap closure mechanism on the front and opens up to a zip pocket on the inside flap that stretches down the sides of the bag. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag also opens up to one main compartment and features up to 6 card slots and multiple pockets, including a zippered one in the middle, pockets on either side, and a secret pocket which is zipped into the back of the bag. Lastly, there is also the signature Mona Lisa pocket. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is available in a variety of leathers, including lambskin and caviar leather, in addition to various material offerings from denim to suede. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is offered in a rainbow of colours, with new colours released every season. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is offered with different hardware options including gold, silver, and ruthenium. Due to the popularity of the Chanel wallet-on-chain bag, it is also offered in a range of Chanel styles. Chanel boasts notable variations of the wallet-on-chain in the classic flap, the 255, the boy bag, the Trendy CC, and the Chanel 19 bag, and more. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag features the unremovable, interwoven leather and metal chain shoulder strap, making the Chanel wallet-on-chain very versatile, as you can carry it over your shoulder or as a crossbody, or even as a clutch or wallet with the straps tucked in. Notably, in 2019, Chanel made a few subtle improvements to the wallet-on-chain bag by replacing the snap button closure with a magnetic one. Some exceptions to this update include the 255 wallet-on-chain and the seasonal wallet-on-chain variations that sport the CC and Mademoiselle turn locks. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is also said to come in a mini version, the mini size being cheaper and includes 8 card slots, 2 compartments, as well as a slip and zip pocket and a pocket on the exterior. The size is apparently more spacious than the original wallet-on-chain, but with a shorter strap drop that has a leather panel on the top for more comfortability. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is definitely a statement piece, perfect for travelling light or great as an evening bag on a night out. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag will definitely be a staple for any luxurious collection. It can be dressed up or down in a variety of ways. The beauty of the Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is in its simplicity. The Chanel wallet-on-chain bag is a compact, lightweight, and effortlessly stylish bag. Chic and more affordable in Chanel handbag offerings. You are still getting the same classic and elegant Chanel aesthetic without sacrificing style. The Chanel camera bag is just as iconic as the Chanel bag. And like all Chanel bags, it comes with a rich history and heritage, and is also made with the premium craftsmanship that Chanel is known for. The Chanel camera bag first appeared in the 1980s, a collection inspired by the cases of photographers and reporters. The first Chanel camera bag is said to have been introduced by Gabrielle Coco Chanel herself, and featured all the signature Chanel house codes, including the diamond quilting leather stitch pattern, inspired by her love for the equestrian world, the interlocking leather and chain shoulder strap, and the signature Chanel CC interlocking logo clasp. The Chanel camera bags are well renowned and are a rarity, as they are generally very hard to come by and made in limited quantities giving you that typical air of Chanel exclusivity. The Chanel camera bag is amongst the most elusive Chanel bags ever designed. The Chanel camera bag has a classic camera bag shape. It is a compact bag with a slightly structured, boxy rectangular silhouette with curved rounded edges, but it is still a spacious camera bag with a lot of depth. The Chanel camera bag is typically crafted from caviar or lambskin leather, and most options typically feature the iconic Chanel CC logo. But there are options available with the Mademoiselle lock in the reissue style camera bag. The first Chanel reissued 255 camera bag was released in the pre-fall 2017 collection, designed with aged calfskin and with all the same features as the Chanel 255 reissue bag, with the Mademoiselle lock, the all-chain shoulder strap, and the diamond quilting stitching pattern. The Chanel camera bag features a full zip closure mechanism and opens up to either a leather or fabric-lined interior and to one main compartment with card slots. Some other variations of the Chanel camera bag have a second flap in the interior compartment in addition to one open pocket and one zipped pocket. The Chanel camera bag is further accentuated with either elements of palladium or gold hardware tone in the CC logo hardware and the interlocking leather and chain shoulder strap. The chain can also be shortened so you can wear it across the body or over the shoulder. The Chanel camera bag is also adorned with an attached charm as a tribute to Gabrielle Coco Chanel, and some vintage versions of the Chanel camera bag comes with tassels. The Chanel camera bag has been available in many sizes over the years, but more frequently available in a mini or a small size. The Chanel camera bag has been available in many colorways in your standard primary colors and neutral colors, and is now available in multi-color combination variations too. The Chanel camera bag is a perfect option for daily daytime use and is a gorgeous and classy piece for casual evening events. The Chanel camera bag is a good and relatively affordable option when delving into the Chanel fashion house. The Chanel camera bag is definitely worth the investment and is a lovely unicorn bag to add to your luxury wardrobe, a modern, classy, practical, timeless and functional camera bag. The Chanel 22 bag began a new chapter in the handbag history of the Chanel fashion house. The Chanel 22 bag was debuted in Chanel's Spring-Summer 2022 ready-to-wear show under creative director Virginie Veillard. The number 22 actually has special significance within the Chanel lexicon and within Coco Chanel's love for numerology. For one, it is now the name of one of Chanel's bags, referring to the year of its creation, with the Chanel 22 being released in 2022, just like the Chanel 19 was released in 2019. The number 22 and the Chanel 22 bag also pays homage to Chanel's number 22 perfume, which was launched in 1922 and celebrated 100 years last year, and also happens to be Chanel's second most popular perfume after its iconic Chanel No. 5. The Chanel 22 bag is totally different from the classic Chanel bag designs, which usually have more clean lines and more feminine appeal. The Chanel 22 bag has a younger, fresher, and more casual appeal than the more modern traditional Chanel bags. The Chanel 22 bag exudes a laid-back appeal, but is still an elegant piece that blends simplicity and comfortability with sophistication and practicality. The Chanel 22 bag is a hobo-style bag with a slouchy, relaxed silhouette, a departure from the usual structured silhouette of the Chanel 255 bag and the Chanel Classic Flat bag. The Chanel 22 bag brings out Virginie Veillard's personal punk aesthetic, oozing her subtle rock and roll edge to a classic French style. The Chanel 22 bag is a lightweight functional bag, typically crafted in supple calfskin leather in a semi-glossy or shiny finish, and is also offered in different fabrics and textiles like tweed, quilted velvet, and more. Furthermore, there is offerings available incorporated with embellishments from beads to sequins, bows, and feathers. The Chanel 22 bag is a modern interpretation remaining consistent with Gabrielle Coco Chanel's desire and ethos of freedom of movement, femininity, and practicality that inspired her to create her own carry-all in the 1920s. And the Chanel 22 bag also epitomizes this. The Chanel 22 bag is a good bag for daily, everyday use. A perfect bag to fit all your daily essentials, whether you're going to work or to the gym, and it can be flattened and folded to use as an extra bag. The Chanel 22 bag still features many Chanel house codes, from the quilted leather stitching pattern, albeit with a larger but less puffy emphasis. The Chanel 22 bag also features the signature interwoven metal chain and leather shoulder strap, allowing you to carry the bag over the shoulder. The Chanel 22 bag features 2 straps and has a magnetic button closure and drawstring closure mechanism, giving it a sporty utility appeal. The Chanel 22 bag opens up to a fabric-lined interior and up to one main compartment, a zipped pocket, and an accompanying removable pouch held in place by a snap hook. The Chanel 22 bag is further accentuated with elements of hardware, including the signature Chanel lettering logo script metal hardware emblazoned across the front of the bag, in addition to the Chanel Paris medallion hardware with openwork double C as a charm dangling from the strap. The hardware on the Chanel 22 bag is typically offered in either a gold or silver tone hardware, with special offerings in black hardware. The Chanel 22 bag is available in a few sizes, including a mini, small, medium, and large, and the Chanel 22 bag also comes in a backpack version for those who want a totally hands-free experience. The Chanel 22 bag is also offered in a few colours, neutral and primary colours. The Chanel 22 bag is a striking yet playful tote bag, an offering from Chanel focusing on the needs of the modern working woman. A casual, toss everything in bag and throw it over your shoulder bag and go. The Chanel 22 bag effortlessly showcases Virginie Veillard's savoir-faire, combining simplicity and comfort in the most functional way, but grounded by a distinctively cool and casual mode of elegance. The Chanel 22 bag is an ideal everyday, versatile and carefree bag, combining simplicity and comfort with classic and modern. The Chanel 22 bag can be dressed up or down, matching any casual ensemble for the everyday and easy, smooth lifestyle on the go. Like most Chanel bags, the Chanel DeVille tote bag makes a statement. A sporty, chic, modern beach-style bag. The Chanel DeVille tote bag is a classic and timeless tote. The Chanel DeVille tote bag is named after the seaside resort in Normandy, DeVille, which was a great source of inspiration for Gabrielle Coco Chanel. So it is only right the house of Chanel would pay homage to the lavish spot with an iconic modern bag. The Chanel DeVille tote bag also pays homage to the iconic Paris address of the famous store, 31 Rue Cambon, Paris, where Gabrielle Coco Chanel set up her first boutique and the apartment she lived in. The Chanel DeVille tote bag was debuted on the runway in Chanel's Spring-Summer 2012 collection, a simple yet beautiful design that fast became a fashionista favourite when first delving into the Chanel handbag range. The Chanel DeVille tote bag, like many Chanel bags, encapsulates many signature Chanel hallmarks, such as the interwoven chain and leather shoulder straps and the signature Chanel CC interlocking logo. The Chanel DeVille tote bag is a roomy, slouchy open-top bag with only a snap stud button closure mechanism along the top, and opens up to a spacious main compartment with a large zipped pocket, 2 smaller open pockets, and a handy key clasp to help organise all your essentials. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag also features 2 interwoven shoulder straps with leather top handles, allowing you to comfortably carry the tote bag on your shoulder. In addition, the larger sizes of the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag comes with an additional 2 short lambskin leather handle straps too. This makes the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag more versatile, giving you multi-purpose carrying options, allowing you to carry the bag in hand or on your shoulders. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is typically offered in an all-leather option made from the luxurious caviar leather or in the canvas material option. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is further accentuated with elements of hardware offered in either a gold, champagne gold, pewter or silver. The leather versions of the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag also has metal feet, but the canvas counterparts do not. The hardware on the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is beautifully engraved, giving you an elevated Chanel look. The Chanel CC logo on the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag also comes in a variety of variations, some offerings including embroidery, sequins, studs or imitation pearls. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is available in a few different sizes, including the small, medium large and extra large. Originally only available in a limited number of colours, Chanel now brings out the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag in its yearly collection, updating the colours, embellishments, fonts, material and hardware to suit the season and collection's theme. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is one of the most capacious Chanel bags, with plenty of space for all your essentials. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is practical as it is chic, with a more relaxed appearance than your typical Chanel styles. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is ideal for all occasions, from holidays, trips to the beach and general errands, and is also perfect for those who need to carry a lot with them on a daily basis. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is a timeless and classic choice that will last you for years, destined to make any woman look effortlessly chic and ready for her day or dream vacation. The Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is a fashion-forward bag. In a Chanel world of formal and elegant handbags, the Chanel DeVille Tote Bag is a breath of fresh, carefree, casual air. The Chanel Coco Handle Bag was named after Gabrielle Coco Chanel, and the Chanel Coco Handle Bag was first released in Chanel's Fall/Winter 2015 collection. The Chanel Coco Handle Bag was originally released as a seasonal bag that turned into an it bag and then fast became a staple, classic Chanel bag. The Chanel Coco Handle Bag is another bag said to be a cross between the Chanel Classic Flat Bag and the Hermes Kelly, and is also sometimes referred to as the flat bag with handle. The Chanel Coco Handle Bag has a somewhat trapezoidal structured silhouette and also imbues many Chanel house codes, including the signature diamond and chevron quilt stitching pattern, the interlocking CC twist lock clasp closure mechanism, the removable interwoven leather and chain strap, and the Mona Lisa smile slip pocket on the back exterior of the bag. Although featuring many similarities to the Chanel Classic Flat Bag, the Chanel Coco Handle Bag still stands its ground amongst the other popular Chanel handbag designs. In addition to the interwoven shoulder strap, the Chanel Coco Handle Bag also features a top handle with a distinctive front flap. Both handles give the Chanel Coco Handle Bag multi-purpose carrying options, as you can carry it on the crook of your arm, over your shoulder, or as a crossbody. Some options also offer a detachable chain strap across all sizes and models. The Chanel Coco Handle Bag comes in a few sizes, including a mini, small, medium and large. The medium and large are the most popular sizes that can see you through your day. Furthermore, the Chanel Coco Handle Bag is available in an array of leathers and materials, with the Chanel Coco Handle Bag commonly offered in smooth and distressed calfskin. grain calfskin and caviar leather, which is durable and scratch-proof, and the smooth lambskin leather, which has a softer, shiny sheen, adding to the luxurious feel of the bag. The Chanel Coco Handle bag is offered seasonally in tweed and velvet, and with more exotic offerings like python skin, where the handle of the Chanel Coco Handle bag was made of exotic skins which has since stopped being offered since 2018. The Chanel Coco Handle bag is available in numerous colours, under the rainbow, and some pattern combination variations too. The hardware elements of the Chanel Coco Handle bag is typically offered in either a gold tone or silver tone, and lacquered metal with seasonal offerings in rose gold and black chrome. The Chanel Coco Handle bag opens up to a fabric-lined interior with two compartments separated by either a zipped pocket for the medium and large size or a slip pocket for the small size. The Chanel Coco Handle bag in the small size features a flat pocket at the back of the bag, in addition to the signature 3 slip pockets with the center pocket on the front side of the bag. The small Chanel Coco Handle bag is the most popular size and is spacious enough to carry all your daily essentials. The Chanel Coco Handle bag has been such a success and has now become an icon in its own right that is now offered every season. The Chanel Coco Handle bag is a perfect transitional bag from day to evening, a practical, functional, fashion-forward bag that will complement any wardrobe. The Chanel Coco Handle bag exudes femininity and timeless elegance, fusing tradition with modern edge. The Chanel Coco Handle bag is a beautiful piece that will never go out of style, and no luxury Chanel handbag collection is complete without it. In March of 2019, Chanel debuted the final collection under the creative direction of the late Karl Lagerfeld shortly before his death. Karl Lagerfeld being Chanel's in-house creative director for over 30 years. It was then that the Chanel 19 bag made its runway debut as the last ever bag designed by Karl Lagerfeld. The Chanel 19 bag was designed by Karl Lagerfeld alongside Virginie Veillard, who worked with Karl Lagerfeld for more than 30 years and succeeded him as creative director of Chanel. The Chanel 19 bag is a joint collaboration from Veillard and Lagerfeld, a reimagining of Chanel's classic bag and paying homage to the house icon, the Chanel 255 bag. The 255 bag being created by Coco Chanel in February of 1955, hence the name 255. Like the Chanel 255 bag, the Chanel 19 bag is named after the year of its birth and creation in 2019, and is also coincidentally said to be named after Coco Chanel's birthday, which is on August the 19th. The Chanel 19 bag is another update on the classic Chanel 255 bag and the Chanel classic flap. And the Chanel 19 bag also takes a few elements from the Chanel boy bag, with its distinctive edge, but with a more contemporary feel than its predecessors. The Chanel 19 bag looks back at Chanel's history whilst looking forward to a new era. In terms of its core features, the Chanel 19 bag does not deviate much from the signature Chanel house codes, but encapsulates the timeless elements and hallmarks of the Chanel house codes, but in a more accentuated and amplified way. The signature Chanel diamond quilting stitch pattern is set larger on the Chanel 19 bag, giving a more pillowy and puffier than usual effect in comparison to the Chanel 255, for example. There is also the signature interlocking Chanel double C logo that doubles up as a magnetic closure lock clasp mechanism, just like the one on the classic flap, is set larger and chunkier with its fresh and modern twist. In addition, the Chanel 19 bag features the signature interwoven chain and leather shoulder straps, but the Chanel 19 bag has thick chain links reminiscent of the chain links of the Chanel boy bag, adding to the Chanel 19 bag's edge. The Chanel 19 bag's shoulder strap also has a modern twist, with the intertwined leather and chain fused with 3 metal-toned hardware, fused together with an offering of gold, silver and ruthenium. The bold enlarged double C logo on the Chanel 19 bag also has the same hardware color combination as other areas on the bag. The Chanel 19 bag features a shorter chain top handle, making the Chanel 19 bag more versatile that you can carry by the top handle, or you can use the longer strap and wear it on the shoulder or as a crossbody. The shoulder strap also features a shoulder pad for comfort, and the shoulder strap is sewn into the flap with no mechanism for adjusting its length. The Chanel 19 bag design has a relaxed, supple and slouchy but semi-sturdy structure, a bit of a departure from the usual sturdy structured Chanel bags like the Chanel Classic flap. The Chanel 19 bag has a classic rectangular silhouette with slightly rounded edges like the Chanel 255 bag, but with a more youthful appeal. The Chanel 19 bag opens up to a fabric-lined interior and to one main roomy compartment with a zipped pocket, in addition to the exterior large slip pocket across the back of the bag. The Chanel 19 bag is a lightweight bag due to the fact that it is a single flap bag, unlike the 255 and the Classic flap that are double flap bags, which in turn makes the bag heavier. The Chanel 19 bag is available in a few sizes, including a mini, small, medium, large to a maxi, and the Chanel 19 bag is available in a wide range of leathers and fabrics to accommodate your individual style and needs. The leather of the Chanel 19 bag is commonly offered in goatskin and lambskin, with goatskin being shinier than the lambskin, which is softer and smoother and has a more matte finish. Other materials offered include tweed, denim, silk, and other variations of the Chanel 19 bag are embroidered in sequins. The Chanel 19 bag hardware is typically offered in gold, silver, and ruthenium, and there are also limited edition offerings that come with black hardware, including the zipper pulls with the Chanel 19 logo script engraved on one side and the CC script on the reverse. Season after season, the Chanel 19 bag is also available in a vast array of colours to choose from, seasonal colours neutral to primary colours. The Chanel 19 bag is a practical everyday bag companion, imbued with elegance and sophistication. The Chanel 19 bag can be dressed up or down, with any casual or formal ensemble, classic or trendy. The Chanel 19 bag is a true embodiment of Chanel's past, present and future, as the perfect combination of traditional Chanel hallmarks and modern 21st century elements. Launched in Chanel's Spring 2014 collection, the Chanel Trendy CC handbag is another one of Chanel's most desired bags. When initially released, the Chanel Trendy CC bag was considered a professional woman's alternative to the Classic flap. Stylish yet functional. The bag was an instant hit with the shape and silhouette of the Chanel Trendy CC bag, said to be reminiscent of the Hermes Kelly bag. However, it is the Chanel Trendy CC's distinctive feature that distinguishes it from other Chanel Classic bags. The Chanel Trendy CC bag is adorned with an instantly recognizable metal bar plate hardware under the handle, with the Chanel logo script boldly emblazoned across the bar plate, a true twist on the signature Chanel bag designs, especially for those looking for a different take. The hardware is typically offered in either a gold, silver, or ruthenium, with limited editions in enamel and black hardware for the more daring fashionistas, all adding a more luxurious and alluring charm to the Chanel Trendy CC bag. The Chanel Trendy CC bag is typically crafted in Chanel's signature soft and buttery lambskin leather, adding to the rich and luxurious appeal of the bag. The Chanel Trendy CC bag imbues numerous Chanel house codes, including the signature diamond or chevron quilting pattern, the signature interlocked CC twist lock closure mechanism on the front flap, and the interwoven leather and chain shoulder strap. The Chanel Trendy CC bag features quite a sturdy, structured silhouette shape and opens up to a leather-lined interior and accordion-style gusseted compartments, which make the Chanel Trendy CC bag spacious and roomy, great for organisation due to its multiple compartments and inner sections. The main compartment is quite large, with a generous interior dividing it into 3 compartments: a front compartment, the centre compartment, which is large and empty, and the last and smallest compartment, which also comes with a zip pocket, an additional back slip pocket on the exterior of the bag, called the Mona Lisa Smile Pocket. The Chanel Trendy CC bag comes with a sturdy top handle in addition to the signature interwoven leather and chain shoulder strap, and it has a pad on the top to make the bag comfortable to carry all day. The shoulder strap used to be removable, but Chanel removed this feature by adding bigger metal studs at the end of the shoulder chain strap. This all gives the Chanel Trendy CC bag multi-purpose carrying options. You can carry it in hand, over the shoulder, as a crossbody. Every season since its production, the Chanel Trendy CC bag has featured in the Chanel handbag collection lineup. With Chanel releasing a handful of Chanel Trendy CCs each year, it makes it harder to get your hands on compared to other Chanel styles. The Chanel Trendy CC bag is available in an array of colours, from your classic colours to every colour under the rainbow and pastel colours too. The Chanel Trendy CC bag comes in a few sizes, including a small, medium and a large. The small being the most popular size as an everyday bag. The medium size holds more things, and the Chanel Trendy CC large is perfect as a work bag, easily containing all your work essentials and documents. The Chanel Trendy CC bag is a functional, practical, easy to use bag as an everyday companion. And today, the Chanel Trendy CC bag has achieved cult status and progressively earned its right as one of Chanel's must-have coveted classic bags, cementing its place in the archive of iconic Chanel bags. The Chanel Trendy CC bag can be dressed up or down, but most importantly, it can be matched to any ensemble and will be a luxurious bag to consider for your wardrobe. The Chanel Boy bag was first introduced in Chanel's Fall/Winter collection in 2011 and has fast become an iconic bag of the Chanel fashion house and a mainstay in Chanel's handbags that have been offered every season since its release. The Chanel Boy bag pays homage to the love of Gabrielle Coco Chanel's life, Arthur Boy Capel, an English polo player and aristocrat, in addition to being Coco Chanel's muse and greatest love. Arthur Boy Capel inspired Coco Chanel's tendencies to push the boundaries of feminine design and play with the masculine accents in her style, and also inspired her taste for rebellious inclinations. Many of her looks went on to become so famous and subsequently inspired Karl Lagerfeld to create the Chanel Boy bag. The Chanel Boy bag was the first complete redesign of the Chanel classic flat bag, and a bold and edgy alternative Chanel bag, more masculine and androgynous utilitarian feel than previous Chanel offerings. While still honouring many of Coco Chanel's original 255 house codes, the Boy bag introduced some more modern updates with a distinguished and unique aesthetic. The inception of the Boy bag started in 2010, when the late Karl Lagerfeld delved into the Chanel archives and came across a bandolier and cartridge bag, used for storing ammunition during a hunt. However, Coco Chanel had repurposed the bag for her equestrian trips, using the bag as a purse. Karl Lagerfeld used this as the inspiration for the Chanel Boy bag and added his signature decadent flair and artistry through the use of heavy hardware along with various fabrications and enhancements. The aesthetic appearance of the bag caught the attention of many and signified a revolutionary turn in the Chanel handbag collection. Over the years, the Chanel boy bag has been introduced in several sizes, including a mini, a small, an old medium, a new medium, a large, and a jumbo, and a maxi size. With the new medium introduced in 2014, making the Chanel boy bag of that size more roomier than the old medium, with more organisation for your belongings, with the addition of 2 interior pockets for extra storage. The small Chanel boy bag is the ideal size for special or formal occasions where you do not want to carry much more beyond the essentials. The largest size being a great size for travel, as it provides ample room for a change of clothes and other essentials. The medium sizes tend to be the most popular, as you can get the best of both worlds, a little more spacious, and it's convenient enough to carry daily. The Chanel boy bag is available in many versions and variations of leathers, materials, and hardware. Leathers commonly used are the calfskin, caviar leather, and lambskin leather. The caviar leather has a textured surface, which means it is harder wearing, and the lambskin leather has a more luxurious and softer feel. Other luxurious textiles offered include tweed, canvas, denim, velvet, in addition to precious skin offerings like crocodile and python that are no longer offered as of 2018. Chanel also offers special edition boy bags like the So Black rendition and the iridescent variation. The Chanel boy bag is furthermore available in a vast and wide array of colours, from block colour variations to bi- and tri-coloured offerings. The Chanel boy bag features straight and clean lines and has a boxier, rectangular silhouette structure and angular corners, and is easily identified by its thick, rectangular main body panel framed by a raised leather ribbon and straight border edge contrasting the central body of the bag. The front flap folds over the entire body of the bag also, and is a great blank canvas for incredible embellishments. The Chanel boy bag is typically offered in either the classic Chanel diamond quilting or the chevron quilting on the body, in addition to the newer, sleeker reverso quilting, which consists of an unquilted body and a quilted border edge frame. Another distinguishable characteristic of the Chanel boy bag is its class look closure, bearing the iconic prominent, large, interlocked CC squeeze lock brick lock closure mechanism on the front flap, adding to the bag's industrial look. The hardware offered on the Chanel boy bag also appears more antiqued in comparison to the dainty jewelry look of the Chanel classic flap. The hardware is available in tones of silver, gold, and gunmetal, and oxidized finishes, but more options are also available on special orders, like the So Black and Ruthenian variation. The Chanel boy bag features an adjustable shoulder strap composed of a thick metal chain, referred to as the bijou or gourmet chain, due to its wider and heavier chain links, and also has a leather tab that sits on top of the strap for comfortability, not like the signature interwoven straps on other Chanel bags. Some variations of the Chanel boy bag also has an adjustable shorter leather strap for comfortability. All in all, the Chanel boy bag is a versatile bag. You can wear it as a crossbody or over the shoulder. Other variations of the Chanel boy bag even has an additional embellished leather and chain top handle, so you can also carry the Chanel boy bag by hand. The Chanel boy bag is a single flap bag, unlike other Chanel bags, and opens up to a fabric-lined interior and a hidden zipper compartment under the top flap. Rumoured to be symbolic of the secret pocket Coco Chanel incorporated into her original 255 bag to hide her secret love letters. The single flap gives the Chanel boy bag more of a roomy and simple interior structure. The Chanel boy bag fits more than the classic flap and the 255 and weighs less in comparison. The Chanel boy bag is another perfect day-to-night Chanel bag. The Chanel boy bag is highly desired for its utilitarian feel and more masculine shape, bolder and edgier. The Chanel Boy Bag is a versatile design, a departure from the more classic and more feminine Chanel handbag styles. Non-conformist, the Chanel Boy Bag strikes the balance between fashion and function, providing practicality whilst remaining effortlessly stylish. This is what makes the Chanel Boy Bag the quintessential Parisian accessory. A youthful, sporty and chic Chanel bag, effortlessly timeless and elegant, a stylish piece to consider for any luxury collection. Designed by Coco Chanel when in her 70s, the debut of the iconic Chanel 255 bag was the start of a new era for luxury handbags and a testimony to Chanel's innovative prowess. The Chanel 255 prototype was first released in 1929. Initially made from woolen fabric, a quilted jersey material, and featured a rectangular twist-in lock with very short straps, which meant you could only carry it on the crook of your arm or as a clutch. Coco Chanel then updated and revamped the design she'd been involving, and it wasn't until February 1955 that Coco Chanel debuted a shoulder-carried version of the bag, and the end product was called the 255, after the date and launch of the 255 bag in February 1955. The Chanel 255 bag was the first bag to transform the standard purse to the handbags we see today. Chanel understood the needs of the modern woman, including the need to be hands-free whilst attending social functions, and for the first time it became acceptable for women of considerable social status to carry a bag on their shoulders. This offered them freedom from the constraints of holding a clutch or a purse. The Chanel 255 bag was a revelation and instantly became a house icon. The Chanel 255 bag was then discontinued shortly after the release of the Chanel Classic Flat Bag, due to the Chanel Classic Flat Bag's popularity. But the late Karl Lagerfeld eventually decided in 2005 to bring it back and release an exact duplicate of the original 255 in February 2005 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the original 255 bag. Karl Lagerfeld renamed the release the reissue 255 bag. The Chanel reissue 255 bag was offered in leather and jersey, and the hardware of the reissued 255 bag was offered in either a gold or silver tone, including the all-metal chain strap. The metal chain strap was actually said to be inspired by the caretakers and nuns at the orphanage Coco Chanel grew up in that used to dangle keys from their waist, and is also said to be inspired by soldiers' military bag straps, and even by the bridle and harness of horses. Some variations of the gold hardware offering were originally offered in 22 to 24 karat gold, but that offering has now been discontinued. Coco Chanel is said to have actually used many aspects of her life, including her childhood, to design the Chanel 255 bag. The Chanel reissued 255 bag features the burgundy-coloured interior, which is embroidered with Chanel's CC initials, and also has the Chanel stamp logo script on the inside with a Made in France caption. The deep burgundy hue of the interior is also said to represent the colour of the uniform that Coco Chanel wore at the orphanage where she was raised. The Chanel reissued 255 bag has a squarish rectangular shaped silhouette with a front flap that features a signature Chanel twist lock closure mechanism. The front lock featured on the 255 and the reissued 255 is called the Mademoiselle lock, which translates to Miss. The name was attributed to the lock due to the fact that Coco Chanel never married. The Chanel reissued 255 bag also features many signature Chanel house codes, including the quilted diamond or herringbone pattern on the exterior, the quilted pattern enhancing the reissued 255 bag shape and volume. The unique stitch pattern is said to be inspired by several sources, from the jockeys' riding coats at the stables Chanel liked to visit, to the stained glass windows at the Abbey of the Ubersign orphanage that Chanel grew up in, and is also inspired by the cushions in Chanel's Paris apartment. Traditionally, the Chanel reissued 255 bag features a double flap, which means they have both the exterior flap closure and an interior flap compartment under the top flap. The Chanel 255 reissue bag opens up to a main leather-lined interior and has an outer flat pocket, and also opens up to one main compartment with two flat pockets inside and one small pocket, perfect for smaller items like lipstick. In addition, there is also a zippered compartment that's inside the front of the flap. This is rumoured to have been the place where Chanel stored her love letters in the original 255. And there is also a slip pocket at the exterior back of the bag, also known as the Mona Lisa smile. The Chanel reissued 255 bag is usually crafted in two leather options, aged calfskin leather or caviar leather. The Chanel aged calfskin stands up well to the caviar leather in terms of durability and toughness, to which the caviar leather is usually known for. Chanel's aged calfskin is also less likely to show scratches and other marks. However, it is a fairly soft yet durable texture that should still hold its shape for several years. Since its debut, the Chanel 255 bag has been reimagined and revitalized in numerous variations, colors and fabric combinations, including exotic leathers like snake and crocodile skin. Other variations include embellished denim, velvet and patent leathers. Apart from the traditional gold and silver hardware offering, there are also seasonal hardware offerings in antiques gold, the So Black edition, and hardware embellished with chains and pearls, in addition to iridescent detailing and even enamel. The Chanel reissued 255 bag is also available in a vast and wide array of colours, from primary colours to neutral colours. The Chanel reissued 255 bag is available in 5 sizes: the 224, the 225, the 226, the 227 and the 228, with the 228 being discontinued. The 224 is the small size, the 225 is the medium size, the 226 is the large size, and the 227 is the jumbo size. Although the name reissued 255 only applied to the commemorative handbags, it is now used as a name for all the handbags that look like the original 255, mainly referring to the all-flap style bags that have all metal chains and the Mademoiselle lock. The Chanel reissued 255 bag is a great everyday bag, the epitome of luxury and style, and holds the history and longevity of a true icon. No handbag at Chanel has ever had a longer history as the Chanel reissued 255 bag. The bag is not only the most iconic bag from the fashion house, but is one of the most iconic handbags in the fashion world as a pioneer. Trends come and go, but the Chanel 255 and reissued 255 bag has remained an undoubted and timeless classic. From the expert craftsmanship to the beautiful and rich history behind the bag, the Chanel Classic Flap is most definitely a classic and timeless forever bag. The story of the Chanel Classic Flap bag is rooted in the creation of the Chanel 255 bag. The original 255 bag had been redesigned multiple times over the years, but the most significant adaptation was created by the late Karl Lagerfeld in 1983. He introduced a new version of the 255 bag called the Chanel Classic Flap, also known as the 1112, the name originating from the style code given to the bag when it was first introduced. Lagerfeld made a few significant distinctive changes to the 255 bag to make the elegant and timeless classic flap. Updating and innovatively changing the classic square twisting lock of the 255 bag, known as the Mademoiselle lock, to the iconic Chanel interlocking CC lock clasp hardware. One of the main characteristic differences between the 255 and the Chanel Classic Flap. Staying true to the original whilst showcasing its own significant, sophisticated signature flair. The Chanel Classic Flap bag features the interwoven shoulder strap of both leather and metal hardware. Another distinctive feature that separates it from the 255 bag, and the feature has now become a Chanel house code. The Chanel Classic Flap also comes in two main variations, a double or a single flap. The single flap version only consists of the main exterior flap. The double flap encompasses an extra interior that can be detached from the main interior. The classic flap with the double flap variation is constructed with a bag-in-bag construction technique, where the entire bag is made by slotting one bag, which forms the interior, into another, which forms the exterior, and then fusing the two together. This bag is then turned the right way round using the piqué retourne method. The Chanel Classic Flap bag also features several pockets, just like the Chanel 255, making it very practical. There is the exterior rear curved pocket, actually nicknamed the Mona Lisa smile. There is one flat front pocket, two interior gusseted pockets, with the little pocket in the middle, designed to hold small items, and one concealed pocket between the double flap, at the inner flap, and the zipped pocket, otherwise known as the secret pocket. The Chanel Classic Flap bag also features the signature burgundy leather lining, with the embroidered CC initial inside. The Chanel Classic Flap bag is typically crafted in supple lambskin leather or caviar leather, which is easily recognizable by its unique texture, which has been treated to make the caviar variation resistant to water, whilst the lambskin is known for its buttery smooth finish and delicate nature. In addition, the leather is available in two quilting types, the classic Chanel diamond quilting pattern and the chevron quilting pattern. The Chanel Classic Flap is available in almost every material, from patent leather to denim, tweed, PVC, raffia, sequins, crystals, nylon, and more, in addition to offerings in exotic leathers like crocodile and alligator. Chanel also sometimes do special limited editions to honour and celebrate special collections like the iridescent and perforated leather variation. Some special editions also feature different hardware options like the iridescent metals variation. Currently, the most common hardware offering available in the Chanel Classic Flap is the silver, gold, light gold and so black hardware. Special edition hardwares also comes in gradient, antiqued, age gold, ruthenium, enamel and other interesting finishes. The Chanel Classic Flap is available in a vast and a wide array of varieties and colours, and the Chanel Classic Flap is available in a plethora of sizes, including the mini rectangle, the small, the medium large, the jumbo size and the maxi, with the medium remaining arguably one of the most popular size options. There is also the mini square, but that sits outside the Classic Flap size offering. The Chanel Classic Flap bag is a versatile and elegant transition bag, taking you easily from any day to night event. It can be worn over the shoulder, on the arm, held in hand, or as a crossbody. The Chanel Classic Flap bag is a bag that has stood the test of time and continues to withstand the test of fashion and trends. Few bags have made a deep imprint on the luxury handbag industry as the Chanel Classic Flap bag. The Chanel Classic Flap bag is not just a fashion item, but a status symbol, distinctively classy and elegant.